Very good evening to one and all. I myself, Dr. Mukesh Perani, welcomes you to the second webinar of Maharashtra Ophthalmological Society's Personality Development and Public Speaking workshop today with the title of Work-Life Balance. And I would like to invite Honorary President Dr. Jignesh Taswala sir for his open remarks, and then we'll proceed further with the workshop. Taswala sir, over to you.
Thank you, Mukesh, for warm welcome. Again, a warm welcome from me too to all the MOS members and all the ophthalmic fraternity. As we have sent Pan India this message is because it's a different subject. It holds good for not only the MOS members, for everybody who is in the ophthalmic fraternity. And in fact, other fraternities have also requested should we join. So I have definitely given a permission. As I took over as the president of the 21 committees, I had in mind that our MOS members should be confident enough and work up into in such a way that on a podium they should be able to speak confidently. So I had created a committee where we had public speaking and also the personality development. In personality development, there are various issues. The first webinar we conducted a few weeks back, Dr. Mohan Rajan has addressed regarding the communication skills. Today, we have come up with another subject, that is work-life balance. As you know, today, we have husband and wife both are working. The kids have to be looked after and how they balance it out. And we have the best example is one of the senior most surgeons, in-house consultant, Dr. Dilip Patwardhan sir, whose whole family is a doctor family and all of them are ophthalmologists. And they have a lot of work to look after, and also the way they balance their life. They have other hobbies also, how they pursue it, and in spite of all that they are at peace. So I have called him to deliver a lecture on this. It'll be a treat to listen to him more about his other achievements. Dr. Mukesh is going to say, highlight it. We have another motivational and international trainer with us. At such a young age, she has become an international trainer and she is a motivational speaker. And that is none other than Dr. Anuradha Tote. She has been practicing this for decades together, and there we have invited her as an extreme panelist. So now I hand over the session to Dr. Mukesh, our moderator. He is also a dynamic joint secretary, past secretary of the Pune Ophthalmological Society. He is the head of the department of the refractive unit of the HV Desai. And is very, the way he speaks, his oratorship and his presentations are worth listening. So he's been the chief moderator and he's going to conduct the whole of the session. And we have with us Dr. Rajesh Joshi, our joint secretary, who is going to deliver the vote of thanks. So over to you, Mukesh, for the session.
Thank you so much, sir, for the kind introduction. And only Taswala sir can think of such hatke topics for the Maharashtra Ophthalmological Society. So without wasting any further time, I would like to introduce, and I'm very, very privileged and honored to introduce a guest speaker today, Dr. Dilip Patwardhan sir. And the words will be few for his lifetime achievements, but I'll just elaborate a few. He's a founder of Nandadeep Eye Hospital, Sangli, and he's a past president of Jeevan Vidya Mission, Mumbai. He has done his education from BJ Medical College, KEM College, and St. GS Medical College. And he had started phacoemulsification surgery way back in 1983 with implantation of intraocular lenses under the microscope. He has been the past president of Indian Medical Association Sangli branch, Prathamesh Laser, Sangli District Ophthalmic Association. He's been a faculty. That's the reason he is here today. He's a faculty for spiritual wisdom. He is a faculty for work-life balance, beyond body. He's been president of the Skin Bank started by the Rotary Club of Sangli. He provides value education in multiple institutes all over India. Few of them to note are Somaiya College of Engineering, Mumbai, RIT College of Engineering, Islampur, Krishna Medical Institute, Karad, and many more institutions all over the Maharashtra. He also provides value education to the police department on official invitation from the police department. His whole family is an ophthalmologist. My dear friend, Dr. Saurabh is his son, and Saurabh's wife, Dr. Madhvi, she is also practicing. Saurabh's wife, Dr. Nidhi, is also from ABE. She is also practicing. Pardon me for that. And they have started multiple fellowships at their center of Nandadeep Eye Hospital, Sangli. These were the few. Pardon me if I missed anything, sir. And I request you to please honor us with your talk, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much for a very nice introduction. A very happy evening to all of you. So before I start, I will start presenting my slides. Okay?
Yeah.
Right. Can you see the slide?
Yes, sir. Very much, sir.
Yeah.
Right. So very happy evening to all of you, all the ophthalmologists, my colleagues, and even from other fraternity also. I welcome all of you in this very nice and very important subject, isn't it? What do you want in life? What do you want in life is a basic thing, basic question, isn't it? You may be in any profession, doctor, engineer, architect, or anybody, but what you want in life is happiness, isn't it? Very simple. I know you have one story that one teacher actually gave one assignment to her students, a ninth standard student, that she said, okay, write down what you want to be in life, what you want to get in life. Well, most of the students wrote down that architect, engineer, and auditor, and advocates and everything. One student wrote something different. He gave that chit and he was going out. That teacher called him back. Come on, come here. What you have written? You didn't understand my assignment. She said, do you know what he had written? He said, I want to be happy. The student replied, Madam, not that I didn't understand the assignment, but you didn't understand life. Isn't that a proper answer? So every one of you want happiness in life. That's why work-life balance is needed. We all doctors work a lot. But I always funnily say, alcoholics are better than workaholics. Well, yes, because work, yes, one should do. There's no doubt about that. But then there should be balance. There should be balance, isn't it? Work-life balance has to be there. Then only you can be happy, as that should be the main aim of our life. See, this is a very strange data from Pune only. IMA branch, Pune itself, chapters actually revised and analyzed in 2010, isn't it? That Indian doctor's lifespan is 55 to 59, 10 years lesser than the general population. Well, he found out the cause as stress cardiac arrest, Pune IMA. So I will tell you, it's a very important thing. Our doctor should know why we are living 10 years less than general population. It's a significant matter, isn't it? Well, I always say we don't know sometimes the priorities in life. We don't know the priorities in life. Most important thing in life is health, mind you, health. People forget that. Though we are doctors, we forget that many times. If I ask the question, simple question, how many of you do exercise daily? Well, yes, nowadays you all are doing, but I will tell you 50% at the most might be doing, isn't it? So health is extremely important. Second will be family. Family. Usually when you enter into practice, career will be your second preference, isn't it? But I would say family should be your also second preference. And then next is career. And then last is social. That's what I think. Okay, what is health? Ultimately, what is health? I have just done a full form. HEALTH. Happy, energetic, all throughout. That is health. That is health. Remember, suppose I take a biomedical test of every one of you. Somebody will have some less vitamin D, somebody will have less B12, somebody will have high cholesterol, and something, all that. Still, you can be healthy. Two criteria. Enthusiasm to work. In the morning when you enter your hospital or wherever you are working, you should feel enthusiasm to work. I should do something. I should study something. I should do new things. I would try that operation. Something like enthusiasm to work. This enthusiasm work is there. That means you are half healthy. Because this enthusiasm to work will give you material prosperity. Perfect. But that is not health. That is not the health. Enthusiasm to be compassionate is another factor. Very important. That will give you spiritual, absolutely maturity. That is very important. What is compassion? What is compassion? Compassion means all-inclusive passion. A very nice sentence there written. Compassion without action is just observation. Well, I would like to explain it. Enthusiasm to work, of course, every one of us are doing a lot of work. so many operations and everything, isn't it? But compassionate, that is important. I will just give example. Suppose you are going by the road and some two-wheeler fellow falls and gets head injury and is unconscious. Normally, what is the situation? Everybody will look at it. Oh, happened bad, and just go for his own words. Will not help, isn't it? That is dry sympathy. No. If you had had a fall, would I like that? No. So what is that? Empathy is important. Embody yourself. Go and help. Then only you are healthy. Nowadays, there are many perverted people. You know what they do? They take photographs. They take video and forward it. They are diseased people. Take it from me. They are not healthy. Their biochemical parameters may be very good, but they are not healthy. These aspects you should remember in life. Enthusiasm to work and enthusiasm to be compassionate. That is extremely important. So one should have balance between two, both material gain and spiritual gain. Both are needed. The way bird flies with two wings, isn't it? So we always say money and harmony. Both are important in life. Harmony means what? You should be harmonized with the nature, with all around. Spread the happiness. Money, of course, money is must. There is no harm getting money. Money and harmony both are important. So that should be, you should strike a balance in that. See Elizabeth Blackburn. I told you doctors survive for less number of years. Why? These are the reasons. Not diet, exercise, sleep, and positive and harmonious thinking. Actually, I will tell you diet about that, doctor. I don't have to tell doctors. But one thing I will tell you, we busy doctors are sometimes continuously inside your hospital building. Never go out. And sun is there to give you vitamin D, isn't it? We're not exposed to sunlight. Simple thing, though, I should not tell to doctors, but I will tell you it is a fact. We remain always inside the hospital. We don't go out in sun. In India, we have got a lot of sunlight. Do you know what is the time when you should get actually out in the sun? From 10 to 3 p.m. Morning 10 to 3 p.m. That is the best, when UVB rays will convert the skin protein into D3, which is the active part of vitamin D. Well, that is antioxidant also. You know that. Only just I want to tell. Exercise. Exercise is another extremely important thing. Of course, as I told you, very few of you might be doing really exercise daily. Daily is important. Sometimes once in a no. For young people, you should do exercise 45 minutes daily. For slightly older, above 50, okay, at least twice or thrice a week, you should do 45 minutes. The best exercise, I would say, is the swimming is the best. Second is cycling. Then, of course, rest all exercises are there. There are many exercises. Like, what is the advantage of exercise? You know, if you have got depression in any way, you know, if you do exercise, endorphin is released, the pain threshold also goes up, and your depression also goes down. That's the main advantage of exercise. What else? You know, if you suppose you have planned to do some 50 push-ups or something like that, and you complete it, you are happy. What happens? Dopamine is released. These are the two happy hormones like endorphin and dopamine that will help you to reduce your depression and increase your immunity. So exercise is a must. Sleep, I am going to talk about that sleep later. Positive and harmonious thinking, yes, it matters because what happened? Elizabeth Blackburn proved by doing a lot of, she examined the genes of those who lived more than 100 years. There are 3 lakh people in this world who live more than 100 years. She examined the genes. Such laboratories are available in London as well as in Japan. She examined, she found that the telomeres, that is the cap over the genes, more the length of telomeres, more the life. Yes, she proved that. Less susceptibility to infection. Immunity goes up. And she found them, everybody had long telomeres. Then what she did? You have to have comparative data, no? She examined all the women who had retarded kids. It is very difficult to, bring up these kids into, they were under very much tension. And she found the telomere length was less, and all those ladies were susceptible to infection. That means stress, negative thinking matters. It does affect our gene. So not only positive, I'm talking about harmonious thinking. Think of all, that is more important. So thinking definitely affects our immunity. She proved it and she got Nobel Prize for that. Right? So very important, harmonious thinking, think of all, not only yourself. I always say, I leads to illness and we leads to wellness. Always remember that. That is extremely important, and that is going to definitely increase your lifespan, and susceptibility infection will be less. About sleep, yes, very important. We doctors, that way ophthalmologists, we are lucky, we can get a good sleep, isn't it? But those other branches of our medicine like gynecology and pediatrics, they don't get good sleep, and that is very bad, very bad. What happens with the sleep deprivation? Lack of concentration, difficulty in learning new things, mood swings, hallucinations. It can trigger mania in bipolar disorder, anxiety, depression, suicidal thoughts. Micro sleep is very important. In Marathi, they call it dulki, very important. What is that? What happens? Even person doesn't know. Just for a few seconds to even many seconds sometimes is dangerous, because if you're driving and if you're having sleep deprivation, you're not sleeping well, then naturally you can do accident, commit accident. Yes, isn't it? While operating also, your concentration loses, complications may occur. It may be a few seconds without realizing it. That is important. So remember, sleep deprivation is the most dangerous thing. It decreases your immunity because all the repair work of your blood vessel goes on when you are sleeping. So sleep is not optional, mind you. How much sleep you should have? 7 to 9 hours sleep for every adult. I will tell you an example, real example from my college. BZM, our college only, BZM Medical College. Yes, do you know Nitu Manke? Well, he was about 5 years senior to us, He was a great cardiac surgeon. He used to give a lot of lectures on health, everything, and he used to tell, sleep 7 to 9 hours. But what he himself used to do? No, he used to sleep only for 3 to 4 hours. Remember, laws of nature have got no exception. What happened? What happened? He died at very early age. A great dynamic cardiac surgeon, very compassionate surgeon, a great surgeon. Why? Because he never got a good sleep. So remember, sleep is a very, very important factor in life. Don't forget to have a 7 to 9 hours sleep is a must. Okay, what is the solution? What is the solution? Well, I found, in our time, there was nothing like group practice. We alone, single practice. So we used to be under tremendous stress, mind you. Group practice will be the great solution. Yes, what is the advantage? Of course, adjustment is needed. You should collect friends who have got same wavelength. And I can tell you, it will do wonders. It is a great thing. And nowadays, the time has come to go for group practice. What are the advantages? You can do the delegation of work, some part, some surgeon will do, some part, somebody will do. Time to attend workshops to update knowledge. Otherwise, those who are in very much busy practice, they don't have time. See, in India, population is so much. I remember I used to see at least more than 100 patients daily and operate also 10 cases. I never used to get time for attending workshops. That is no good. You should update your knowledge. The group practice will be good. Share the responsibility. And nowadays, doctors in so much difficulty. Patients are, very difficult. Google patients are coming, isn't it? So sharing the responsibility is another advantage. And you get time for rest. When I'm talking about sleep, when you'll get sleep? If you have got time for rest. Then time for hobbies. Yes, time for family. As I told you, the second priority is family, work. I'm talking okay. Then team achieves more. What is the team? Together each achieves more. That is perfect. That is very true. And you can go for even research activities. These are the advantages of group practice. Okay. Time management, very important. I heard I saw one video, you must have also seen, well, people say, I don't get time, don't get time, because they don't know how to manage time, it is very important. One teacher very nicely actually documented or demonstrated that. He brought one glass jar, and he started filling it with large stone. Okay. Well, it got filled immediately. Then he asked the students, is the jar full? Everybody said, yes. Then what he did? He put some small pebbles. Well, there were gaps in the stones. Well, the pebbles could go and enter that. And then again, it got full. Again, he asked, is the jar full? Everybody said, yes. Then what he did? He took a sand, and there are still small spaces around, no? He filled those spaces with sand. Jar was full. Again, he asked, the jar is full, isn't it? Everybody said, yes. Then what he did? He put water. Still there was space. Remember, you have to distribute your type of work. Priority, urgent work, important work, and less important work. Yes, you should distribute. Time management is extremely important, mind you. I will tell you example of urgent work. Suppose you have got a very, very important meeting of a life, okay. And that is suppose at 10 o'clock. And what happens? In your family, at 9:30, somebody gets sick and needs immediate medical treatment. What will you do? Will you do that important work? No, you forget about that, can be adjusted later. urgent, you have to first take your family member to a doctor and of course get the treatment. This is the difference. So you have to calculate. Very important. What is important? See, everybody's importance may be for different type of job. Everybody liking will be different, but you plan it, chalk it out. What is urgent, what is important, and what is less important. Then only time management can occur. And remember, you should be very punctual. See, in India, we have got a very bad name in the world. They say that India time means never at right time, isn't it? Very wrong. Because what happens, suppose you are called for a lecture today. I have very much liked, because you exactly started at 9:30. I am very happy for that, but I am up that person likes the time. See, suppose you go at right time to attend, suppose some lecture is there, the even lecturer also comes at right time, but people wait. The management people say, oh, let others come, then we'll start. Wrong, because you are doing injustice to those who came at right time, isn't it? So time management is extremely important in life. You should understand, differentiate between urgent work, important work, and less important work. Yes, that is important. What else? You should have a lot of hobbies. There are so many hobbies, playing, dancing, painting, trekking, singing, cooking, gardening, isn't it? So many. I know in our ophthalmology, there are very good artists. I had heard a singing competition also, even dance and everything. Well, I'm very happy that doctors are, I actually tell you, doctors are ultimately intelligent community, and even they have got many other virtues also, and they are doing it. I'm very happy. One should have some hobby in life. Must. That is going to give you a lot of happiness in life. Okay. Married life. I think Dr. Jignesh was telling this married life. There are many couples, both are doctors. What is happening? Lot of divorce cases. Why? Even in doctors are committing suicide. Why? If I will give you 5 secrets to have the best married life, correct? What is marriage after all? Do you think that marriage means some other auspicious day, they decided time and that time everybody comes? No, that is a declaration that you are going to remain together for society. That is not marriage. Do you know when you get really married? When you are really married? When your wavelengths match each other. I have seen many married for 10 years, but they are not still really married. They are living together. They are not married. Do you know how to recognize that you are married together? I will tell you a simple example. Those who are married more than 10 years, they will absolutely agree with me. Both of them utter the same word, or both of them get the same thing in their mind when he sees a certain person. Both of them will say, oh, he looks like that, or he's like something like. Both of them when starting same. I'll tell you another very good example. Suppose you are practicing at distance. In Mumbai also they practice at far distance, and you are tired, and your practice is over, timing is over, and you are traveling by either by local or you're traveling by your own car, and there is a cloudy nice atmosphere and very nice, you, unless you see you get a smell of pakoda, isn't it? Oh, you feel like eating it, isn't it? No, but then if you wait for some time, there will be a traffic jam and you will not reach home. So what you control your mind, isn't it? And you go home. And when you go home and open the door and your wife is preparing pakoda, you are married. Yes, these are different things. What you can. So marriage means lagan. What you should be having a good wavelength each other. What are the 5 things if you remember? There should be meaningful conversation, mind you. Very important. Otherwise, conversation is like that. Okay, what you have prepared for this thing, or what somebody else, so you got made, then what is prepared today for dinner, what is prepared? No, that is not conversation. I am sorry. Conversation should be meaningful. You should think together, because togetherness is important. You should think together about our family well-being, welfare, how to about your kids. You should talk about that, about your elderly persons in your home. You talk about them. You see that how we can progress as a family as a whole. That is meaningful conversation. That is extremely important. Even sometimes, suppose you go away for suppose 15 days away from your city, still you should talk to your spouse on phone. Connectivity, have a conversation in Delhi. I always say talk at least for 1 hour. Of course, that is very difficult for males, I know. Well, ladies can talk for any length of time. I know, because male brain is slightly different. It works only in one side of the brain, whereas the female brain, there is a lot of connectivity that goes on interlacing each other, and they can talk. So for husbands, I would rather tell you, yes, even if you don't have point to talk, go on listening to your wife. I will tell you, she will feel very happy. I hope all the ladies will agree with me, because they have got many points to tell you. Listening is an art, mind you. Listening is art. You should do that, and the marriage will become better. At least 1 hour, husband and wife should talk to each other and meaningful conversation. Okay. Second, touch. Yes, very important. Touch is because many times you may not be able to express what your emotions are there in words. Everybody doesn't have that vocabulary, but touch will speak everything. A touch of anger, touch of lust, touch of assurance, you can recognize. Why only husband and wife? I would say even elderly people in your family. Well, don't you have that much time? Suppose your mother is very old. Nowadays they are on some tablets, either hypertension, BP, something, diabetes is there. Okay, you go in the morning, just take her hand, your mother's hand, who she is old. Take her hand and ask her, did you have good sleep? Have you taken your tablets? Did you take your breakfast? I will tell you, this simple word and simple touch makes her whole day best. Can't you do that? You can create happiness in your family. Remember, that is very important. Touch, and you also know there is touch or hugging your kids, very important. It releases oxytocin, very important happy hormone. So touch is a very important. I think we have seen that in some movie, that Jadoo Ki Chappi or something like that. Yeah, very important. Touch is extremely important, remember. Thirdly, you should be connected with each other. Many times what happens, we are in contact with each other, but not connected. Especially in family, I will tell you, many times parents are only in contact with their kids, even sometimes not in contact also. They are not connected. It is extremely important to remain connected with each other. Yes, that is very important. Be together. Well, in joint family, it is a very good thing that people are so many are there. And nowadays, nuclear families are increasing like anything. I funnily say, if the husband and wife is together, then in future they may call it a joint family, isn't it? Well, very bad. Joint family. In India, joint families are disintegrating, but I am surprised in Western now, again, the joint family concept is coming. So I think we should not take the bad things from the Western, which were there. Now they are coming to Eastern culture. We also should have joint family. You should have your elder persons in your family. Very important. Otherwise, nowadays, young don't tolerate elders. Very wrong. Ultimately, you should be grateful to your elders, isn't it? They have done a great thing when you were kids, isn't it? So I always say, those who are not grateful to their parents, they are great fools. Take it from me. Yes, have a joint family, remain connected with each other. Very, very important. But remember, what happens, people say, oh, no, we have got many friends. Sorry, there can be nobody like a family member. I will ask you want to test, you can test this. Nowadays, there are many Facebook friends and WhatsApp friends. I always tell, okay, you want to test? Okay, put in your Facebook or this thing that I need 10 lakh rupees immediately and I'm at crisis. You will find all your Facebook friends will turn their faces away, but your family members, no, they will try to find out the solution. Well, that is why family should be connected to each other. Connection is important, not only contact. What fourth thing is very important? Freedom. Your husband and wife should have freedom for his own hobbies. Yes, should have. Remember, freedom is important, because suppose your wife is having, she's very happy with the classical singing. Okay, suppose there is a very nice concert in your town, then she will tell you, for husbands I am telling, come with me, I will get 2 tickets. The husband, if he doesn't like at all the classical singing, he will say, no, you take money and go and attend. Sorry. Ladies thinking is very important. Women think very differently. They want husband to come with us. Not only classical, but your accompany is very important. I hope all the ladies will agree. Yes, you go to that concert. Well, there is nice, they make it dark and it's cool. You can sleep. Don't snore, of course, because that will disturb the classical singer. But go with your wife. That is going to give you great. So freedom for everybody's hobbies. Last, not the least, respect each other. Respecting each other is extremely important. Everybody has got self-esteem. Respect. that only keep your marriage successful. All the doctors I am telling you is very, very important. Very, very important. Both are busy, I know. Both are intelligent, I know. Both have got ego, I know. The ego words contains go, but it doesn't go. That is the problem. That is the problem. Okay. Well, now it comes to career. Career. What you should do in career? What you should do in career? See, when love work and work with love, these are two different things. I will tell you, because I had listened Chinmayananda when I was in 11th standard. He told a very nice story. There are two types of day routines, in Mumbai. So I'm just giving in Mumbai. So one person is in Mumbai. He wants to go to office to VT. Okay. What in the morning he is restless. He slightly gets up late. He starts shouting at his wife, "Come on, get ready the tiffin." And he gets up because he has got tension whether he will get the 7:11 train or not. He runs and gets the train. Then he has got another tension. He will get the place to sit on the bench. That is another tension. When the VT station comes in, then he again gets tension whether I will be able to reach there at right time so that I can sign the muster. Nowadays, thumb. Okay. Tension. So when he reaches the office, that time he's already tired. Remember. Then what he tells his peon to get tea, and he takes the tea. Well, in the evening, same pattern, exactly reverse way. When he comes at home, he throws the briefcase and says wife to wife, "Come on, I am very much tired, give me tea." This is one routine. I will tell you another routine. The photograph you have seen, a shepherd, he got many sheep with him. In the very early morning, in our area, there are so many shepherds. Early morning, he will start take the sheep, almost 300 sheep for grazing. He has got hooks. He brings down so many leaves and feeds the sheep. And whole day in scorching sun, he is moving. In the evening, he comes back. Of course, he's tired, no doubt. He takes a dinner, yes. Then what do you think? He should have sleep, no? Because he has got tired. No, he's not tired. What it is? He takes drum. They call Dhandari Dhol. They take and starts singing. From where that energy gets? Why he's not tired and why Mumbai person, that clerk, gets tired? Do you know what is the common factor? What is the difference? That shepherd loves the sheep. He loves the sheep. Though there are 100, he recognizes them. He loves, he feeds them. Whereas a Mumbai person never loves his work, so he gets tired. So remember, you can work for 12 hours, still you will not be tired if you love your work. So when you love your work, your quality of work improves. So material gain. And another, work with love. When you work with love, your relationship with others also improve. Then ultimately, what is the purpose of life? Jivan Vidya has told a very simple purpose. Our purpose of life is to give happiness to all. First, distribute happiness to all. Then naturally you get in return happiness. See these simple animals. I will show you that very nice video. Simple animals. Well, see. Yes. Cat also understand how to give, isn't it? So remember, it is very important. Learn to give. Well, when we say give something, what to give? Everybody asks. We always say whatever we take will not require a simple, will not require money. Smile. You can smile at each other. Correct? That will create happiness in your mind. Smile is what ultimately? That is satisfied mind. In lip expression is smile. Well, otherwise in the morning, people go for walk having such a strained face and as if all the worries of the nations are no. You should have smile. You go in a Western country, they'll say good morning. We should do that. There's no money involved in that, no? Well, so of course, sometimes that happens. Suppose acquaintance come in front, they do smile. But what they do, they will, when the person comes near, they will ask, how much is your sugar? How much is your BP? That is not spreading happiness, isn't it? So remember, purpose of life is to spread happiness. Appreciate others. Okay? Appreciate. Everybody likes appreciation, isn't it? Yes, everybody likes. What else? Give time to others. Give time. Your friend is there. That friend is telling you something. He has got something. Listen. Listening is an art. That is very important. Give time. Your friend is there. You give time. Ear, as I told, ear also you have to give, means you have to listen. Especially with doctors. We all know that people will come with headache because all physicians will see that there is no problem, no physical problem. Then they will send to ophthalmologist. Go and check your eyes, whether you have got a refractive error or something like that. Then we check and there is no refractive error. Then we can tell the patient, no, okay, you can go. No. Sometimes the ladies especially go on telling their home problems. Listen to them, because their problem of headache is psychosomatic most of the times. when you listen to them, because nobody is there to listen at home, that is why she's telling, so it's your duty to treat both mind and body, not only body. Otherwise, one can say, no, that is none of my business. Go and tackle that problem at home. No, once you listen, then after that, her headache is almost 80% down. Then you can give her any tablet and the patient becomes all right. Empathy, I already told you how to examine patient. It's a very, very nice. I'm going to show you only 2 videos and my time will be finishing. So I will be just stopping it. Okay. Right. See this, how that injection to that baby. Taking so much of time. Child is smiling. Now he gives injection. But see, the child never cries. He has friendship with the child. Okay, yes, I wanted to show you that.
Are you kidding?
Yes, now I am going to show you one more very nice video. You just listen to this very carefully, and that will be my last video. Wasn't that a very good video? Wasn't that very good video? I'm sure
Fantastic.
many might have got tears in the eyes. You see, that's fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. Those are workaholics. They lead to this problem. So thank you very much for listening to me. Let us go for panel discussion. Yeah.
Well, thank you so
Excellent.
much, sir, for a wonderful, wonderful talk. It was a very inspiring talk. Your talk on money, harmony, exercise, sleep, time management, family, marriage, smile, and above all, last but not the least, you mentioned that alcoholics are better than workaholics on a lighter note. But then we have a lot to discuss further, and to discuss further, we have with us our chief panelist, Dr. Anuradha Tote, and I would be honored to introduce her. She is an working ophthalmologist, and she is winner of the prestigious Ishwar Chandra Award. She's also an MBA in HR. She's an MA in psychology. She is a certified Kathak dancer. She's also a certified international trainer, a JCI, that's a Junior Chamber International, first lady 5-star trainer of JCI India, and she was being sent to USA as a study group exchange member. She's master of ceremony of most coveted award ceremony at the Asia Pacific Conference, and she has conducted multiple motivational and life skill sessions at India and abroad, Turkey, Nepal, South Korea, Bhutan, and Germany. She has also received most coveted award for the life coach Ravi Puraskar. She's a national public speaking championship, and it was held at Vishakhapatnam. And there are many, many more. I would perhaps call upon directly Dr. Anuradha here to please initiate a discussion with Dr. Dilip Patwardhan, sir. Dr. Anuradha, please.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, Mukesh sir, for the wonderful introduction. You really made me feel so special. And Dr. Patwardhan, it was an excellent presentation. I just loved your videos and the message you gave through it. It was really nice. So to take the discussion further, we might have some differences of opinion also, with due respect to Patwardhan sir. Actually, I have some different views also. So first, let us discuss about the family thing which you have put up. I really liked how you have put up family on the first or the second priority. So do you want to add something more to it, sir?
I will tell you, see, why I gave importance to family, because ultimately there will be many crises in your life. Corona is a different crisis, but in family you will get a lot of crises, and those who will be really helping you in crisis are your family members. Remember that, very important. You may have got very good friends, but I would have shown you another video. What is the jungle law is there? The truth is that the real family members are going to help you. So they are the backbone of your all career. Whatever career also unless you got mental stability, mental peace, you can't do even in good in career. So family should be very happy. It's a happy family will give you best output. Because I have observed this for so many years, and that I am sure about that. I feel family is the second preference, and third should be career. Because career has got no end. Ultimately, as I told you, the purpose of life, what is that? You need happiness, isn't it? If you are doing a lot of work, the last video was, I think, self-explanatory, isn't it that? Doing a lot of work, and what happened? He never gave importance to family, and naturally, it was a miserable thing, both for his daughter as well as him, isn't it? That's what I feel. Family is very important, and joint family is still important. Of course, you may not agree. There will be always generation gap. People like the different wavelengths, but adjustment. See, nature gives us a lot of teaches us adjustment. How the nature teaches. You must have seen chameleon, isn't it? Goes on changing the colors, camouflaging. You must have seen cattlefish doing the same thing. Nature shows you adjustment. Even go to Leh Ladakh, your hemoglobin rises. Nature adjusts. You know that you go to Leh Ladakh because oxygen requirement is more. Oxygen very rare there. Our hemoglobin goes to 18, so that your also cheeks goes on becoming pink. Nature adjusts. So why not to adjust? Adjustment you have to learn from the nature, and I always say we are a part of nature. Learn from the nature. Nature goes, and what nature teaches us, go on giving. You look at the tree goes on giving only. Tree gives us shadow, flowers, fruits. For the birds, it gives shelter, isn't it? Ultimately gives own wood, and what more? Oxygen. Goes on giving. Giving is an attitude of a nature. Learn from the nature and just follow the nature, synchronize with the nature, be harmonious with the nature, and you will have the best life. Take it from me. That is, of course, generation gap always will be there. I know. Yeah.
But what you have said is really true, sir. I just want to add something to this. Like when you were speaking about family, something which came to my mind was we all have seen probably that message on WhatsApp. It was doing its round on WhatsApp. That life is, it's like you are the juggler and you are juggling with many balls in your hands. If you might remember, the former CEO of Coca-Cola, Brian Dyson, in his speech, he had said that you are a juggler and you're juggling many balls. It's like 5 balls you're juggling with. But always remember that it's okay. Like there are different balls and they are made up of, some are made up of rubber and some are made up of glass. So very specifically, he said that all the other balls, like one is for the family, one is for the health, one is for, different things, your finances, your spiritual thing, and one is family. So he said that all the other balls are made of rubber, your work ball especially, right? So even if it falls down, it's going to bounce back. But your family, that ball is made of glass.
Very
so
good.
If it falls down, it is definitely going to have a scratch, or maybe it's going to be damaged, or it's going to be shattered. So that is what we need to remember. You
Very
are
good
putting
example.
family on the second priority. For me, family is on the first priority. So it will differ for different people.
I will prove that. I will prove that.
Yeah.
If I ask you a simple question, what you love most? What do you love most? You may say family. Sorry, you don't love family.
You love
I will
yourself.
tell you simple health, own body you love. Nobody else, not your wife, not your husband, not your mother, not your father. You know the story of Isabniti, when Mother Monkey was taking with her kid, what she did. Mother's love for the kid is there, but what she did, she put her child down her and saved. That is the reality. Suppose you are, Lata Mangeshkar comes to your home and starts singing and your tooth is aching. Will you listen to her? No. Health is the most priority. If you are healthy, then your mental health will be good, and then everything else will be good. So health should be the first at any cost. Of course, that is my opinion, and that is absolutely true. If you are not healthy, then your mental health also will not be good. Then you can't get happiness. Okay, that's my life.
Yes, sir. Mukesh, sir, you want to add something to it, or should we go
Or you
ahead?
agree?
Please carry on, ma'am. Yeah.
Yes, Mukesh, sir.
Ma'am, please carry on.
Okay. Yeah. And yes, I just loved your presentation, but as I said that I have some differences of opinion. So first thing, like for me, work-life balance is in itself a misconception. I'll tell you how. See, what I feel is, I'm not a person who's going to advocate, that you should work less and enjoy more. I'm not a person of that sort. So for me, work is an integral part of life. So see, now life as a whole, now if you consider life as one huge box, that is your life. Suppose you imagine like that. So one whole box is your life. Now if you compartmentalize it, okay, horizontal compartments you've done, and there are small boxes, okay, one big box maybe for your child, your son, a little smaller for your wife, and the smallest one for your mother-in-law, or whatever it is. But then see, today that mother-in-law's box is very small, right? But tomorrow, if she is sick, she is not feeling well, that box should be the biggest. Now what I mean to say by this is, once you compartmentalize life, like say 2022, what is most important for me? My daughter is in 12th standard, so her box should be the biggest. Now, in that section, to fit in all the boxes, if that box is the biggest, then all the other boxes have to be small.
That is time management.
Yes. So you have to keep on changing. You have to keep on changing priorities at every phase in life. So like whatever people say, like even Indra Nooyi had said that you cannot have it all. And I was so impressed at that time. But later on, when I heard Oprah Winfrey say, you can have it all. You can have it all. You cannot have it all at once. at
Right.
once. You know, at okay, a certain phase of life, okay, profession is what you want. You know, you want to be very successful in your profession. It's okay. But later, next phase of life, you have to give it to your family. The big box will be the family box. So you can have it all. You cannot have it all at once. That is what I feel about
Yeah,
work-life balance. So you are balancing the roles. You have
I will
different roles. You are You want to add in, sir?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want to say something because work, when you say work, means you are talking about exertion, isn't it? Remember, if you love your work, there is no exertion. If you love your work, that is what I told in that story, that shepherd used to love sheep, so that is not exertion at all. Exertion and exercise totally different. See, exertion means if you work when you are not happy with doing that. So work will never become exertion if you love your work. So work is just part of your life.
Yes, very true.
Another thing about success, you have to define success. People don't know what is success exactly. Success has got three parts. First is growth, second is progress, and third is success with peace. That is real success. Growth means what? You can do ethical, unethical means, okay, you can grow 10%, no problem. When you do it only with ethical means, that is called progress, but still it is not success. Success with peace, just like Tata, Aziz Premji, they have got success with peace. Means what? Whatever they earn, they give some part of it to the society. Giving attitude, that gives you peace. Remember, the peace only will come if you start giving others. If you want to only correct yourself, everything with you, no. I said I leads to illness. We leads to wellness. All, everybody. That is, I will tell you our prayer of Jivan Vidya. Do you know that? I will just say that. Oh God, bless all with health and wealth. Bless all with money and harmony. Oh God, bless all with peace and bliss. Bless all with wisdom and your devotion. See, money is must in our prayer. Harmony is needed. Two wings, money must, but harmony is another factor. Only the bird can fly, glide. Secondly, wisdom, not cleverness. I'm talking about not cleverness. Is the wisdom important? Again, people don't know what is wisdom. Wisdom means when cleverness applied in such a way that it creates joy in yourself as well as around. That is wisdom. Means atomic energy required cleverness to get the atomic energy knowledge, but to apply to make it an atom bomb was a stupid thing. Whereas conversion to electricity is wisdom. That is important. So these things are very important to learn how to have wisdom. I always say cleverness you can get from genetically, 70% it is genetically inherited. Wisdom, sorry. Wisdom you can get either with your own experience or your senior's experience. That is why I told you why joint film is needed. Elder people have got definitely some experience, different experience. Always be grateful to them. That is what not happening nowadays. Well, there is a generation gap, I know, but then still the experience part is there. That will be a word of wisdom because they are experienced in life. Young generation should listen to them. Well, I know because my son is the next generation. And do you think we all were very happy with each other? Impossible. His views and my views will be different, isn't it? But then, another thing in life, as the way I did, I straight away got retirement. Not that I am weak. My fingers are still good. I was doing topical phaco till 2018. Yes, but I still left when I'm fit, isn't it? So Gavaskar said the same thing, no? You should retire when you are fit. Well, that is another. When to stop, you have to understand in life. People don't understand when to stop, then they lose because ultimately now these are our fag end of our life. We should be very happy. We can be only happy if we go away from the chair. People don't want to leave the chair. No, that is important. So that is one my advice to all old fellows who are contemporary or maybe hardly 5 years less than that. Learn to stop. Learn to stop somewhere. Then whatever you earn, you will be able to enjoy. Otherwise, in bank deposit will just be remain there and you will go. Go, you'll die. No use. Okay, these are my views. Well, like always, that happens. Elderly views are like that.
No, but those are very important tips for us, sir, actually. And
so I have a question actually.
Please carry on, Mukesh sir.
So I will be very frank. I, at this particular age of mine, 37, I'm absolute workaholic. The question that I'm going to ask will perhaps reflect the questions of many. So as per sir's talks and your talks, 9 hours sleep, 10 hours sleep, adequate exercise daily, adequate time spent with family, adequate time to do your hobbies and all. Well, 24 hours feel very short for me, to be very frank. So how should we manage the time? Also, please explain something about time management metrics, and how do we manage procrastination, a major problem with me.
Yes. Now here, this what is stress ultimately? Expectations minus ability is simple stress. Stress can be defined expectations minus ability. If your abilities are more, it can match and becomes a zero. If your expectations are too many and your ability is not that much, you will get stressed. So increase your ability. Suppose you are doing 9 operations. Well, you can do 15 operations, but should be quick enough, acquire that skill, then you will not get stressed. Otherwise, you will definitely get stress. Another thing, especially in our practice, suppose you have got list of 10 cataracts. Okay, I'm just telling because what I used to do, because I used to operate 10, 11, 12 daily. Never think of other when you are operating one at a time. Correct? When you operate first cataract, concentrate on that. Then you will not get stressed. Then when you have not got stressed, then actually you will finish work earlier. Otherwise, you are going to make complications. If you are thinking of fourth cataract, which is slightly complicated, then you make complication in first cataract. So one at a time. Okay, that is the way, then you will not get stressed. As I told you, then you can do a lot of work. There is no harm. There is no harm. As I said, you said you are workaholic. No, I don't say that. As I told you, work, if you love work, you will not get tired at all. Impossible. Yes, that is my experience. I used to do work from 7 o'clock till 11:30 at night, because small places, you have to see a lot of patients and a lot of operations. Okay, earning maybe less. Again, expectation of money. How you define your money? How you define? That is also what is sufficient wealth. What is sufficient wealth? People don't understand. I will tell you the money, which is actually where I would define it. How to define whatever money you select a proper job. Selection of job is important. Earn with honesty. Secondly, acquire a lot of skill. That is important. And then whatever you get money is a real sufficient wealth. That is important. So do it honestly. If you do everything honestly, well, you will get sound sleep. Very important, because sleep you can't purchase, hunger you can't purchase. These are the something things money will not buy. So more and more money, money will not give you any of these things. Money can buy you physical needs. Okay, perfect. You will get good car, but tell you get a good car, Mercedes. Okay, second day Mercedes becomes another car only, isn't it? So it's a very real happiness, continuous happiness only you will get if you have got habit. Basically, be happy with what you have. Don't compare. Comparison is another bad thing. People go on comparing with others. Sorry, everybody is unique in this world. You are here, you are unique, So don't compare with others. Compare with your own career the day before. Try to improve on that. Don't start comparing. Oh, he has got that car, he has got that machine. Forget. Whatever you have got, do it best. You will get that machine automatically if you are not after that. Don't be after money, and you will be remaining happy, and you will not become workaholic, but you will really enjoy your work. So enjoying work is important. I always say enjoy stress. And ultimately some stress is needed. That is called eustress. That is needed. As you know, you have a bow and string and this thing. If it is a flabby, you can't shoot. It has to have some tension. Then only you can shoot so some stress is needed. So don't worry. You work, but don't call yourself workaholic. You say, I enjoy work, then you will enjoy.
Oh, yes, I enjoy work, but I don't get tired. That the exact time management that you mentioned perhaps might not be possible at this stage.
Well, I agree with that, because at this stage you have got a lot of zeal. But if you are not tired at the end of the day, then I would say you are absolutely fine. Then you are not workaholic. The workaholic means he gets tired just to go after money. Then he is workaholic. If you enjoy at the end of the day, you are very comfortable, and as that shepherd can get the drums and dance in the night, in the evening, then you are not workaholic. Enjoy your work. Enjoy your work.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, actually what I get from your question is that 24 hours are not enough for you, right? At this stage, right? So and we cannot change that. Everyone is going to have 24 hours. So what I feel is you just take into account Pareto's principle. Now what Pareto has said, it's the 20-80 rule. Okay, 20% of your efforts gives you 80% of your results. Okay. Now you have to identify which 20% are going to give you 80%. Now, for general ophthalmologist, if you know phaco very well, if you know cataract surgery very well, it's done. It's done. 20% of your efforts, you just concentrate 101% concentration only on cataract surgery. Okay, only on phaco, you get 80% of your results. So now what you need to do, you are doing, plus you have some time in your hand. So you can do what you want to do as well. Are you getting my point?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. And
I
one more
always say-
question.
I always say those who say they are very busy, they don't get time. Sorry. Those who are very busy get a lot of time. Take it from me. They have a lot of time.
Yes.
That is the reality. Those who say I don't have time, wrong. Those who are really busy, they get a lot of time. Yes.
Yes, sir. And the second question which you put up, Mukesh sir, I think was regarding procrastination. Actually, a lot of imbalance in life is because of procrastination is what I feel. And how to deal with it is, first thing is, you must one thing is you must know how to say no.
Yes.
Saying no is very, very important. A gentle no, but no is very important. And for saying no, you have to have your targets, fixed. My goal is fixed. My purpose in life is fixed. So now whatever is coming in my way, I'm going to say no for it, right? Second thing is you must also have your principles very clear, that I'm going to do this, I'm not going to do this. So whatever the other things which come up, you can just say a gentle no. Now, it is a simple example if you want to give, you are preparing for a talk and you have to give a talk tomorrow, and your friend comes today and say, okay, let's go for a movie. So now preparing for the talk is more important for you. So you just say a gentle no, you say, okay, I have a talk tomorrow. Sorry, I cannot come with you for the movie. I mean, it's so simple, but it needs efforts. It's not so simple to say no also.
I will tell you, very good point. You came up very good points. Learning to say no is very, very important. Very important. Another thing about procrastination, I will tell you. See, one very great philosopher was there and his disciples were there. That disciple came to that philosopher and said, well, I get so many big problems. Don't you get big problems? He asked that philosopher. He said, no. Why? Because I don't allow problems to become big. I solve it at the root only. That is what we don't do. We just go on lingering the things, then you get problems. That is the way big people do. They immediately cut off that problem at the root only. They don't allow it to linger around. Procrastination is very bad. Take it from me. And what she said is very good point. Learn to say no. Very important. I will tell you a simple example, because when I always tell to all the students, because I go to many colleges, I tell them, student, you have to learn to say no. I tell them the example when I said I was in school and where there were friends, daring friends. They had money in their pocket, and at that time, of course, there was no mobile. This thing, there was matinee used to be there. So they used to tell me, "Come on, I will get your ticket, film ticket, matinee shows ticket. We'll bunk the class and go, and nobody will know." I never used to go. I said, no, I can't deceive my parents. That is what you can call conditioning at home. I never used to go. Then they were daring student, and we were timid people, So we were all timid, 3-4 were there. All used to go and they will come and tell the story of that movie. We used to feel, naturally in young age. But then what happened? The thing happened was different. I always tell the student, after 10 years, the picture was different, After 10 years, all these timid fellows who never went to matinee became doctor, collector, architect, engineer, and all those daring students became auto rickshaw driver, watchman, and this thing. So decide yourself what to do. So learn to say no. A very good point.
Yep.
Very good point.
Second thing which I want to say in procrastination is you must have that TMA. Nowadays, it's a buzzword, TMA. TMA is time management attitude. We can talk more about it. But one more point which I want to add in procrastination is I have gone through one book, very interesting book, Eat That Frog. Many of you might have read that, right? Brian Tracy, wonderfully he's written that book. So we can take one very valid point from that there, and that is eat that ugly frog first. That is what he says. Now, suppose I am, I don't like to do combined surgery. I don't like to do cataract and glaucoma, it's messy for me. I don't like to do it. So if there is a list of surgeries and you have posted 5 cataracts and 1 is combined, so do the combined one first. That headache goes off. You are at peace, and then you can go ahead with the other surgeries. So you don't postpone. And then even if you postpone things, what happens is at the back of your mind, it is still there. So you're not out of it. So it's better not to procrastinate. And the time management attitude is a wonderful thing, but it should be inculcated into us right from the beginning. Like the upbringing itself should be such. But no issues. Even if we have come to know about it now, we can still develop it. So time management attitude is not just being punctual. See, what people feel that I'm punctual. You called me at 9:30. I was here at 9:25. So I'm a great example of time management. No, it is just a small part of time management attitude. Time management attitude means you value time, you respect time, and not only your time, because you're a doctor. You are a doctor means you feel that you're someone great, and your patients or anybody else, your staff and your plumbers and your electricians are inferior to you. Somewhere this feeling comes into many doctors, and I just don't agree with that. So you have to treat everyone equally, which means that my time is important, even his time is important, whether he's a plumber or an electrician or your patient. So that you display the names of the patients. Okay, your name is your number is 20th. You can come after 1 hour. Value his time. Value his time. So all these things will come under time management attitude, and once we develop that, nothing like it.
Very good. Nice.
Yes. My question to Taswala sir, how are you managing time with so many webinars and conferences and all, sir?
Wow, I was wondering why Mukesh has not caught me yet. That is exactly what
How
she
are you
said.
managing, sir, everything?
Yes, I'm in fact even cooking my own food. We have short of this thing also. So early morning I get up and all my this thing, I have finished half of the work as the webinar was going. Of course, I was quite attentive with what was going on. But that is how it, multitasking is one without any stress. Chal raha hai, karte raho. And you have to be happy with your work. That is very important. If you take this, कि भाई president बना हूँ मैं, बहुत काम है, ऐसा नहीं. You love it and do it.
That
passion has to be there.
He is most
If you
busy
have
person,
passion,
he has got more time.
Yeah, if you have passion, you will put in the time and also your efforts to see that you give only the best. That is what we are planning out. Exactly, lateral thinking, how to manage the show in that 24 hours. You don't have 28 hours. You also know it. It's not possible. So we try and help it out in this way. Every management I have different slots. I expanded the way I wanted to be in the comfort zone rather than be in the stress. And that is how I've been managing. All the 21 committees are running fully, in full throttle, and we are having an overseas trip where I welcome you all. In fact, all the people, even Dr. Patwardhan sir, will be really enjoying. Anuradha's name also I've given, and of course, Mukesh is going to join us anytime for the Maldives trip. And I've welcomed all the other listeners also to be part of it. If they are non-MOS members, they can always join becoming an MOS member. So that is my target, to have one of the largest societies in Maharashtra. MOS should, I mean, in India, MOS should be number 1. And rest of the things which I just told you.
You love work.
Yes. Unless you have a passion for it, you bola ye bahut boj hai, it will be work. Otherwise, you enjoy it. It is part of life.
And I see Dr. Rajesh sir smiling at the end of his busy day. Dr. Rajesh sir, your inputs, please.
In fact, whatever comes, that is what I try to do.
So you're the backbone of all the MOS programs that are happening, and you just can't end with 2 simple words, so you have to speak a little more.
It's a simple thing.
In fact, nothing specific. I chalk out my day in the previous evening only. So whatever things I have to do, I give particular time for that. And if something comes as an emergency, then I usually postpone the work. So whatever Patwardhan sir or Anu has said, like when to say no and when to stop, that is very important. You have to learn to say no. So sometimes in between, suppose if some emergency comes, then you have to definitely attend that emergency and postpone the work. And as far as surgical work is concerned, if you are proficient, you do it. Otherwise, say no or refer to your colleague. who can in fact give justice to that patient. That is very important. So nothing specific. Taswala sir keeps everyone busy. Whole Maharashtra is busy, I suppose.
Very
Uh,
good.
So if the
In fact,
president,
I tell you,
I appreciate
all of
Mukesh.
us-
You are doing a great job. Fantastic.
yeah, he's doing a great job, definitely. In fact, I appreciate his efforts. Today's webinar is something which is different, I suppose. It's entirely different work-life balance. In fact, all four of us were watching Patwardhan San's presentation. So it was really a great presentation. I
You
appreciate
liked it?
that. Yeah, all four of us, my kids and wife. So we were watching what you were telling, in fact. So
Sir,
it's really a wonderful presentation.
Sir, तुमचं जे बोलणं आहे ना sir, that is after 40 to 50 years of putting what in life, you come out with absolutely jewels and gems out of it. It's we say na, एक समुद्रामधून एक ज्युएल तसं तुम्ही बाहेर काढून सगळं सांगितलं सर. It is so nice and beautifully put up.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And Anu is of course putting बोलते ना icing to the cake. That is how.
Yeah, we need to see her physically, in fact.
Yes.
To listen to her physically. I remember one of the talks in US wonderfully. It was last talk, I suppose. No? So, but it was really wonderful and refreshing.
She holds the
So
audience
we'd like
very
to
well.
see her in one of the MOS conferences or US conference.
Yeah.
So she really talks well.
And that is why I've been in
Point.
that committee. We
Yeah.
have tried to see that we utilize her skills and the way she speaks also with the seniors. She is managing it very nicely. Good, Anu. Very
Thank
Thank you.
nice.
Thank you so much, sir. We're learning from you people, sir. The
नहीं,
way you are managing the
हम
MOS
छोटे लोग हैं
team.
भाई. ये
And
बड़े लोग
Rajesh,
हैं.
sir, he's a man of few words. I know his actions speak louder than his words.
I know.
if I have the president's request, president's permission, can I ask Dr. Rajesh Joshi sir to give his closing remarks, sir?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. In fact,
Yeah, before that, I'll just say a few words
Yeah.
as a conclusion that sir has made a real effort to see that this webinar, usko bolte हैं ना, blooming, it has come out, it is a jewel in the crown for us and for this committee. It was one of the best webinars which you have attended and you poured your heart into it, sir. And Anu, the question and answer that you framed and the interaction that has come out is really going to benefit each and every member, including me also. I have learned a lot of pearls out of it. Pearls of wisdom by a senior ophthalmologist, our own in-house consultant, talking very freely and openly his views and how to go about it. A big thank you, sir, for taking time out. Anu, you too, and of course, Mukesh for conducting the session and the Antwoord people. Yes, over to you, Dr. Rajesh Joshi.
I think Antwoord wants to play their.
Yeah, they have to play the
video.
videos, correct.
Ashwin?
Ashwin, please. Very innovative product they have come as Phenokian is very nice, and I think everybody has started using it as a game changer using the surgery for a pinpoint pupil. Very nice. The Antwoord people, you have always been there as a good technical support. Yes, Rajesh. Sorry.
Yeah, it was really a wonderful webinar, I would say. And I thank Patwardhan sir for sparing his valuable time and giving all of us word of wisdom. I liked your definition of health and smile. It's really innovative thing, I would say. And in one of the conferences, I remember when you were talking about the health and doctor, particularly that incidence of Dr. Neetu Mandke. There was a fundus camera which was kept in one of the conferences, and all the doctors, they were told to get their fundus picture done. So that fellow who was clicking photographs, when I went there, he told me that many of you are having diabetic retinopathy. So in fact, we ourselves are not very
Health conscious.
health conscious. So that is very important thing. Then of course, natural resources, sunlight, exercise, sleep, which are very important, positive thinking, and when to stop and when to say no. Those are the word of wisdom, I would say. Those are the key words, I suppose. Thank you so much, sir. I thank Anu and Mukesh for conducting it so well. Really, I hats off to you. Nice questions framed by Anu and Mukesh. Thank you so much. And Taswala sir for his great initiative. I appreciate that, sir. Your 21 committees are rocking.
Yes.
Every committee is moving. That's really a good thing.
But it is keeping
And of
this
course-
subject was really great daring. You know? I never thought that clinical, usually they keep clinical things, you know,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you are keeping something different. But I think that is very important topic.
Yeah,
isn't it?
lateral thinking, that is important.
Great.
And thanks to Entor for the technical support. They are always there whenever we need them for technical support and flawless. Thank you so much.
And
And
of course,
thank
the
you.
audience also have been
Audience
with
also.
us at the late hours and really making this whole show enchanting.
Yeah.
So nice. And Rajesh, of course, he is a backbone of our MOS, always there, calm and quiet, ready to listen to all my things. Ke bhai, sir, ye karna hai, apun haan karta hu. So that is how it is. So karta hu attitude has got the MOS to this level, with of course the help of him and of course Rajiv Mundra also. We are trying to see that this core committee excels and makes it one of the most happening societies in India. Thank you, sir. Thank you
Thank you, sir.
everybody for
Thank you,
joining.
everyone.
Thank you. Good
Bye
night.
and take care. Good night.
Good night.